In this video, we are unboxing the brand new DJI Mini 5 Pro, the Fly More combo, DJI RC2. Is it worth it? Let's get straight into it. So I know we have all been waiting so long for the successor of the really popular DJI Mini 4 Pro. Now we have the new version, the Mini 5 Pro. So we're going to get everything out of this box. I'm going to go into detail about the spec of this, what to expect, and then also decide should you actually upgrade if you have the Mini 4 Pro, and should you get this Fly More combo. Now firstly, if you do get the Fly More combo, you'd always get a bag with it, and it now comes with a different bag, so a slightly bigger bag, which is better, so you can put more things in there. Now the bags, they're good for that one-time use, so basically you'll be able to put your Mini 5 Pro, the controller, the batteries, everything that you're going to need for that shoot. You're not going to be able to put additional lenses or cameras, action cameras, so these bags are single use only. But are they decent quality? Yes, they are. I'm going to get everything out first of all that you get inside of this bag, and then we'll go through everything in detail. But the Fly More combos, I always think they do offer good value. So if you can pay the extra and you want to get this drone, the Fly More combo will be the way to go. Now you do get 3 additional pairs of propellers, which is always good. And the instruction pack, you don't want to throw it away, because inside of here you get the one DJI sticker, so you don't get a various amounts like last time. You get the quick start guide, and interestingly you get a C1 sticker, well 3 different stickers, and some instructions about the difference if you're buying it in the EU of a class 1 and a class 0 drone. I'll get more into that in a second, but don't throw this pack away. Now inside of the Fly More combo, you're going to get 2 extra batteries and the charging case. You can see it's a different colour, more of like a stealth grey like the Mavic. It's 2780 milliamp battery, which is larger than the Mini 4 Pro's battery. It's also 20 grams lighter, so it's remarkable how they've done this. And I have found when testing this drone that the battery life is so much better. Really impressed with this. So they say 36 minutes. Now I've been getting around about 30 minutes, which compared to the Mini 4 Pro where I average 15 to 20 minutes, much better. So for battery life, I'm super impressed with it. And also if you use a fast charger, you can charge 2 of the batteries inside of this case simultaneously. Whereas before it would use to charge 1 battery then move on to the next. Now it charges 2. Really impressed with the battery life. Now, something which is a bit disappointing, the RC2 controller. Whilst this is a fantastic controller, really good built-in screen, still antennas, nice and lightweight, I do like this controller. However, it is a bit dated now. I would have liked to have seen a new DJI RC3. So this is the same controller as what we had with the original DJI Mini 4. Now, as I say, it's not bad, it's just the same. So the same 700 nits of brightness, the same chip, everything is the same on here. So whilst it's good, slightly disappointing. You do get the USB-C cable inside of here. I would say get a fast charging brick or something that's going to increase those charging speeds. A single USB-C cable these days, it's just not fast enough. Alright, on to the Mini 5 Pro, the creme de la creme. Fantastic drone. I love the new colour of this. It comes with this nice cover that we've seen on the Mavic 4 Pro. And this drone still is under 250 grams. So if you're buying it in the EU, you're going to get this class 0 classification sticker on the drone itself. So that's great. So we take this cover off, you can see now the main new feature about this. And make sure you check out my full review on it, so I'll show you just how good this new camera is. But it's remarkable that we now have a 1-inch sensor on this small sub 250 class 0 drone, and this means you're going to be able to fly to more places restriction free, fly over people. So depending on which country you're in, obviously it's going to change, but these offer you the least amount of restrictions. And I love the new color on this, and it has so many additional features, it's difficult to get through them all, but this is the main one. The 1-inch sensor on here. This has the same main camera now as on the DJI Air 3S. 50 megapixel f1.8. It is remarkable the quality that you can now get from this drone. It has LiDAR sensors on here, so it has new improved omnidirectional night vision sensors. So this is going to be able to work better in low light, but when it's too dark, you now have LiDAR, which will detect front-facing objects. But they've also taken advantage of this new 50 megapixel sensor by giving you a 48mm medium tele lens, so you can zoom in 2 times on your drone now and get really good photos and videos. So the Mini series is so popular, but now we have a 1-inch sensor, it's even better. And we also now have push and turn propellers, so you can throw away that DJI screwdriver, literally put them in place and turn so much faster when you're wanting to change those propellers than before, where you would have to hunt around for that screwdriver. So they've even thought of that. Now, if we look at this compared to the Mini 4 Pro, you can see that color difference, but just look at the vast difference in that camera array on the front of it. The sensor size from a 1/1.3 inch on the Mini 4 Pro to a 1-inch sensor. Now, if we look at the Mini 5 Pro is slightly thicker. It's also a bit taller as well, but still they've been able to add all of these new features into this, the camera especially, and still have it under 250 grams is fantastic. Now, inside of here, you're going to get now 42 gigabytes of internal storage. So if you forget your memory card, that's going to help you out. The Mini 4 Pro, this only had 2 gigabytes, so that's good. A question you're going to ask me, can I put my Mini 4 Pro batteries inside of this drone? Well, yes, you can. It actually turns on. They fit. It doesn't look great because they are two different colors. But if you are out flying and you have a spare Mini 4 Pro battery lying around, yep, you can use it, and you can see it works absolutely just fine. Just note though, if you do use a Mini 4 Pro battery in here, because that capacity is lower, you're not going to get anywhere near the same flight time as on the Mini 5 Pro batteries. And I will link my full review on this where I go into detail about this 1-inch sensor and show you some examples of photos and videos and what you would be able to expect. And I was super impressed with the quality now. I love the DJI Air 3S because of that main sensor, but we now have that on this drone, a smaller, lighter drone. And they've even given us auto on and auto off. You literally just open the propellers and the drone comes straight on. And this is going to be the difference of maybe getting that shot or not. It just allows you to get that drone in the air much faster. Now, the ND filters, these are different. I don't particularly like these. I'm coming round to them, but still not. I prefer the old system. So these, if you had the Mini 2, they basically are the same. So they clip on. So what you have to do here, you don't like open or twist off that camera lens. It just goes over the front of it and it goes into this grill at the top and bottom of the camera. Now, it's a bit fiddly. You're also putting some additional pressure onto that camera every single time. I did prefer it. Now, there is a tiny screw you can see here. I haven't took that off, but basically, because these are the only filters I've got, there's no need to, but you have to unscrew that, I think, to get that front lens off, which is a bit disappointing. I'm sure third-party manufacturers may change this, they might bring their own out, but for the DJI ones, they clip on. So I'll just get the controller turned on. You can see this nice screen on it. So it is decent. It's 700 nits of brightness, but when it's like high noon, this is where it gets a bit more challenging. Now, there is a button on the side of this drone. This doesn't work at present. I have asked DJI and they say it might be usable in future for a additional feature. I don't know what that is, but something else potentially in the future this is going to be compatible with. So time will tell about that. Interesting. Let's wait and see. And what do you think of this new colour? I'm a fan of it. I like it. I think it's very similar to the Mavic 4 Pro. But let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? So why does this come with a Class 1 label? If you're buying this in the EU, it's a Class 0 certified drone. But if you want to buy say that the larger capacity battery where you're going to get more flight time, or if you want to unlock the 120 meter limit and you want to be able to fly higher than that, then in that case you do need to unlock it. You can do that in the software. It means you just literally take a photo of the drone without that Class 0 label on it, submit that to DJI, and then put your C1 label on the drone, and then it's then a Class 1 drone. So this is why you're getting both, so you can decide maybe in the future you might want to change it. You have that choice. Now, the downside to having this new sensor, and I would say it's the only downside, is that any ND filters that you may have had for the Mini 4 Pro, they obviously do not fit. There is no chance whatsoever of this ND filter fitting the new camera on the Mini 5 Pro. So if you have any, unfortunately, they're not going to work. And this new 2x48mm lens, it is not gimmicky at all. It is super useful. You can see on the screen now, so you've got the option of zooming in up to 2 times. So you're going from a 24mm to a 48mm. And some of the examples on the screen now, I'll show you just how useful it is. It looks fantastic, both in photos and videos. You can use it in vertical mode as well. So when you're in vertical, you can also now use it. So much better than on that Mini 4 Pro where it just digitally zoomed in. And on the the Mavic 4 Pro, we got roll videos. You can now do that on the Mini 5 Pro. So only 2 drones are capable of this. You can do it both in horizontal and vertical. So you can rotate that gimbal 225 degrees to get these roll videos. So in addition to other features, like we now have a new active track for cycling mode, which is miles better. We've got the LiDAR sensors, the 1-inch sensor, much better battery life, the auto on, auto off. This has a load of features. You need to go and check out this full review I've done on here. So should you upgrade if you have the Mini 4 Pro? Well, if you want the very best in terms of photo and video quality now in a sub 250 gram drone, then this is a good choice. Now, I do go into full details on this. I have a comparison video that might be out by now, which is going to compare all the features and some photo and video comparisons between this and that Mini 4 Pro. So that's going to be coming out really soon. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll put the prices on this screen for the Mini 5 Pro as well. If you want to go and check this out, I highly recommend jumping on this pretty quick. If you use this affiliate link, it does help the channel out. It doesn't cost you any more, but this I do think will sell out really fast, especially coming up to Christmas and Black Friday. A lot of people are going to be wanting this. So if you hit that link, I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you think about this Mini 5 Pro in the comments down below. Super exciting. There's a lot more videos coming on this. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to get this, do spend the extra on the Fly More combo. It's well worth it. The extra batteries, the bag, the propellers, the controller. It is a fantastic combo, and it just means you don't have to buy any additional batteries or charging case, etc. into the future. So hope you enjoyed it. Have a fantastic day. See you guys in the next one.